I think that's the egg that I cracked.
That's why I chose it. It's exactly how I remembered it.
Great.
Maybe even a little better. Welcome to this edition of Beyond the Plate in partnership with Lightspeed, featured on Canada's 100 Best. In this ever-growing, changing world of restaurants and chefing, we are in front of the Lawrence Empire that now features Boucherie Lawrence and Larry's Plus. I am going to sit down with Chef Marc Cohen and hear all about how they are staying strong during this most difficult time. We will also prepare one of my favorite dishes, a breakfast sandwich. Stay with me, it is going to be delicious. Chef, what is the story behind restaurant Lawrence, Larry's, and your butcher shop?
We opened Lawrence 10 years ago yesterday, so it's been a full decade. It's myself, Sephi, Ethan, and Annika. We didn't really know what we were doing. We just wanted to be a small neighborhood restaurant, cook the food we like, serve the drinks we like, and I think 7 or 8 years ago we opened the butcher shop. It seemed like a kind of a natural extension of what we were doing, like we were already sourcing meat from small local farms that had ethical practices. Larry's we opened 5 years ago, I want to say. We opened at 8 in the morning, we closed at 1 in the morning. You can have breakfast for dinner, or you can have dinner for breakfast. You kind of know what you want already, or we just sort of have everything all the time. As soon as everything went into lockdown, restaurants closed, the butcher shop was all of a sudden double as busy as it had been before. So I think providing like the basics, some veggies from nice small farms, as well as their meat and their dairy, then that seemed to work quite well. People order takeout, and I don't know, it's not fussy food, but it surprised me initially, honestly, that there would be a market for it. I guess people don't want to cook all their meals themselves, and they also want to support their favorite restaurants. So it's a little complicated. Like Larry's was very much like off the grid. So when we started doing like takeout and delivery, and then all of a sudden, like, you need all that technology. Like, everyone's not just showing up and telling you what they want. Like, there needs to be a way to, like, organize it. And also, one really great thing about Lightspeed is that it integrates with everything else. So any other, like, platforms and apps, Lightspeed can always, like, work with those. So I think that's one of the main advantages. And you can also, if you're having a problem, like, the tech support is great. You can just call them, speak to a human being, and they solve your problem, and that's it. You can get on with your day.
When you look back on this time, what will you have learned about yourself?
I think I am someone who actually really likes change. And like, you know, even with the pandemic, it's obviously like a tragic situation, and it's really hard for every business and every person. But like I told you, we opened 10 years ago. It's like we're still here. So whenever there's like an enforced change, then like how do we take that problem and use it as motivation to improve things going forward? And like sometimes it's wrong, or I'm just like overly enthusiastic about stuff, but like again, I'm probably just a blind optimist. But I think this made me realize that I just like change.
I've wanted to meet with you and your team for quite some time. Today felt like the right moment. Learning about you, I feel your story and the restaurant's narrative is that much more important at a time like this, and you're very inspiring and insightful. Thank you for taking the time today.
Thanks, Heidi. It's good to see you.